acceptable and suitable to him, let alone you. Okay? Daniel chapter 3, verses 14. King Nebuchadnezzar questioned them, "Is it true, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, that you will not serve my God or worship the golden statue that I set up?" The Father says he needs you to put this person through the fire, because he is putting this person through the fire. The Father says this person needs to be tested to be approved, and they need to go through the fire. And the Father says he doesn't care how hot or how unfair this person thinks that this fire is. They need to go through this fire. You need to put this person through this fire. You need to carefully examine them so that you are sure and certain that this man or this woman is acceptable and suitable to the Father and for you. The Father says use your wisdom. Use your experiences. Don't be misled by your loving heart, because you will be back in the past and you will never get a hold of that new thing that the Father has for you. White fire. And I said white fire because in verse 17 it says, "If our God whom we serve can save us from the white hot furnace and from your hands, O King, may he save us." Okay? So the Father is saying white fire represents purity, unadulterated consciousness, free from negativity and duality. The Father needs to, and you need to, make sure that this person is pure and clean at heart, that there is no adulterated spiritualness when it comes to them, that they are not dwelling in duality and negativity, that they are worshiping our Father, the Son, and Holy Spirit, and them alone, that they are not still operating in witchcraft, sorcery, and worshiping other gods, statues, molten images, things that they have said or themselves. The Father says you need to test this person and put them through the white fire. The white fire is the hottest fire. The Father says he doesn't care how unfair they may think it is or how hot this fire may be. You need to make sure that this white fire also is something that is indicative of a powerful energy release, which is something like an explosion or a volcano, indicating a very intense and efficient burn, like putting your hand on top of a hot stove or a high voltage electric shock. The Father says this is someone who is explosive and harmful, dangerous, one worshiping other gods. That's why the Father says you need to make sure that this person is not watered down with an inferior substance. The Father says make sure that this person is not watered down with an inferior substance, still dwelling in duality, not knowing which master that they are going to serve. The Father says this person is someone who is angry and they will hurt you because of all these explosions and volcanoes and high voltage shocks and dwelling in duality, negativity. The Father says you need to make sure that this person is still not angry to the point where they want to hurt you. You need to put this person through the fire. If they survive, it's because God is with them. If they don't, you will know today which master that they serve. The Father says he doesn't, when it comes to this person, you don't need to be nice. You don't need to be sweet. You don't need to be kind if that's what you don't feel like doing. If you don't feel like smiling, don't smile. If you don't feel like talking, don't talk. If you don't feel like hugging, don't hug. If you don't feel like cooking, don't cook. If you don't feel like seeing them, don't see them. They need to be put through the fire. How you feel, you need to stand on that. If you don't trust them, don't say you do. Don't act like you do. If you don't trust them, tell them, I don't trust you. If you don't want to be with them, tell them, I don't want to be with you. However you feel, you need to stand on that when it comes to this person. I don't feel like you put God first. I don't have time for that. I need a God-fearing man. I need a God-fearing woman. I need this, I need that, I need this, whatever. If they can't do it, if you too needy, if you need too much, if the fire is too hot and they get consumed, then know that the Father is not with them. But if they can prevail, then know that the Father is with them. If they can all of a sudden, if, but hey, I hear that line, if was a fifth, we all be drunk, and I ain't supposed to be drinking right now. Okay, so I ain't going off no ifs. I went off ifs a long time. I ain't doing ifs, because I ain't doing fifths, and I ain't trying to get drunk. I ain't trying to be misled by nobody. So I'm not doing ifs. I'm not doing fifths, because I'm not being misled. Okay, so you need to stand 10 toes on how you feel when it comes to this person. No shade. Stand 10 toes down on how you feel when it comes to this person. If you don't feel like it, if you don't feel like it, don't do it. You don't want to see them, don't see them. You don't want to talk, don't talk. However you feel, take everything back to the Father. But the Father wants you to put this person through the fire. And he don't care how hot it is. He don't care how unfair they think it is. Because you had to go through the fire. And you weren't consumed. You went through the fire. Why? Because God was with you. Because you know which master you serve. And was this person anywhere to help you when you were going through the fire? Did they care that it was unfair for you? Did they care that it was hot for you? Or were they just standing around trying to see if you were going to be consumed by the fire that you were in, offering no help? The Father says, let this person, put this person through the fire. First of all, make sure that he comes first before this person. The Father needs to make sure he comes first before this person. And you need to make sure that this man or this woman puts the Father first. Because if they don't, whatever dream you have, and it's going to be a nightmare anyway. Whatever dream you have in your mind, if this man is not a God-fearing man, or if this woman is not a God-fearing woman, it's going to be a nightmare anyway. So you can keep dreaming all you want to. You can think about it over and over again all you want to. You can fantasize. You can see it. You can think about it all you want to. I hear that song. He's mine, you may have had him once, but I got him all the time. You can't sleep at night. Honey, if he was over there one time, he can stay over there. I'm not going to lose sleep. Okay? I don't have time playing these games. You had him once, and he can stay. Where he can stay. Okay? You had him once, and now with you is where he can stay. That's me remixing. Shoot, I ain't got time. Shoot, I be trying to tell these little young girls now. They want to fight over these little boys. That's my boyfriend. That's my boyfriend. Honey, if somebody else can take him, he's not yours. If somebody else can take him, he's not yours. He's theirs now. He belongs to them now. And I be quick to tell people, this is a revolving door. When you walked in, 9/11, when you walked in, the same way you walked in the door is the same way you can walk out. I don't put no locks on it, no bars on it. I don't do no spells, no rituals. I don't do none of that. That's a revolving door. The same way you walked in, you can walk out. And honey, sometimes I might just open the door for you. Yeah, I ain't got time. So the Father gave me the number 314, and the number 314 came from Daniel chapter 3, verses 14. And what's attached to the number 314 is I read, know again, know certainly, I discern. Acts 7:24. He saw one of them being mistreated by an Egyptian, so he went to his defense the and he went to his defense and avenged him by killing the Egyptian. This was the story of Moses and Ramses. Okay, so this is the type of fire that the Father is talking about right here. Moses was placed into a family. So I don't know what you would want to call this family for Moses. His extended family, his adopted family, his foster family. Either way, this was a family that he was not born into, that he was placed into. And in that family, he became close with a sibling, his brother Ramses. They had love for each other. They grew up. I watched the movie, what's it called? The Prince of Egypt. I watched that little cartoon the other day. Moses and Ramses, they had a real close relationship. They grew up together side by side. They loved each other. So much love. Ramses had so much love for Moses. And Moses had so much love for Ramses. But at the end of the day, when Moses found out the truth, although he was confused and didn't know what to do, he was put to the test when he saw one of his people being hurt, when he saw one of his people being beat, and he acted. The truth led to him protecting his people, regardless of how much he loved the family that he was placed into. The truth that he found out led him to protecting his people. And the Father says this is the type of test that this man needs to go through, or this woman needs to go through. He doesn't care about the family that they were placed into, or the family that you were placed into. He doesn't care about the siblings. He said, I come to turn a mother against a daughter, a father against a son, a brother against a sister. This is what I do. If you're not putting me first, this is what I do. So the Father is saying, if this man or this woman cannot turn his back on his family, his extended family, for his real family, to protect the people who come from him, who are of him, then the Father is saying this man will be consumed. This is the test. Either you are going to fight for your family or you not. Either you're going to let them get hurt by the hands of the enemy whom you know, or you not. The last thing that's attached to the number 314 is last, letter, end, future, hinder, late, western, to be behind or to delay. Psalms 48:13. Consider all her ramparts. Go through her citadels, that you may tell the next generation. Okay, this is also associated with prophecy and fulfillment and divine intervention. So the Father is saying, consider everything that you have been through. Consider everything that I'm telling you. Because this is something that